members of the House of Representatives are finally going to have a classified UFO briefing coming up soon. So let's discuss that and a lot more. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think. Okay, let's just get right to it. Here is about the briefing.
The push for transparency and releasing information to the public related to unidentified, what is it, aerial phenomena. Yeah, nobody knows what a U.A.P is, so I have to say it out loud.
UFOs, I just stick with that.
UFOs, as they are more commonly called, taking another step at the federal level next week.
Our Kelsey Kernstein joins us with more, including why one congressman is now pushing back. Hey, Kelsey.
Yeah, Mark and Adrian, so we can now confirm that the Inspector General of the Intelligence Community has scheduled a classified briefing. This will happen next Friday, January 12th, and this will all be to discuss more information about UAPs with the House Oversight Committee. Now, this scheduled meeting comes after members of the committee sent a letter requesting more details about the federal government's knowledge, research, and retrieval of UFOs. But this meeting will be held in a secure room where all the information is private and not to be shared with anyone outside. Representative Tim Burchett has been pushing for the government's transparency on UAP knowledge. We spoke with him about his concerns about this upcoming meeting. Take a listen.
The thing you got to worry about when you go into the SCIF, if they tell you something, even if you already knew it or suspected it, you're not supposed to be able to talk about it. So I'm sort of leery of these meetings where they tell you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that sounds kind of alarming, doesn't it? Even if you already knew it or suspected it, you won't be able to talk about it afterward. So could the SCIF be a trap designed to shut Tim up? I don't know. That makes me nervous, but I guess we'll see where we go from here. At the very least, the members of Congress getting the information that they need hopefully will be able to enable them to form a select committee, if the powers that be will allow it, so that they could subpoena witnesses and have, public hearings. I really hope that happens, and we'll see. It probably won't. Any forward progress seems like it's going to be doomed to failure by the control group. But, now that we actually have committed members of Congress on board this, pushing this forward legally and actually getting laws created, there is hope. There is hope, guys. It's a small hope at this point, but, there is hope, guys. And I love it. I can't wait to see what comes of the meeting. I hope they don't use it as a way to shut Tim up. But let me know what you guys think. Is there something I'm missing, or is there more reason to be optimistic about that? Let me know what you guys think. Meanwhile, Danny Sheehan is saying some very interesting stuff here. Let's give him a listen.
I know that exists, and that's part of the crown jewels that they're not going to want to reveal.
But is that's on the table to come out?
Well, what I'm saying is that I talked to the person who was there, and that they've got this on film. And so that if you're really going to get down, when you say we get to...
he's talking about the alien interview, or an alien interview. There are probably multiple alien interviews if there is an alien retention program, as Jon Stewart alleges. And go check out my interview with Jon Stewart, former gubernatorial candidate and wrestler Jon Stewart, not the comedian. He's done a series of interviews with other channels, getting this information out there. He has very compelling evidence to suggest that the alien interview video that I've shared before and that others have shared is in fact legit. And that is a video of an alien that quickly goes into distress and dies shortly after that video was taken. Danny is not saying specifically that that's the video, but he is saying there is an alien interview video. So let's continue.
To the nut of the whole thing, that's the kind of thing that once it's shown to the American public, there's Katie bar the door. There's nothing that can be denied anymore. And up until now.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Danny. People are still debating the alien interview. But if we can get the full session, because apparently it was actually filmed from multiple different angles, and the production company that released it added like a dark filter over it, so it looks very dark, but it actually wasn't. And the original video is more blue tinted. and you can see more details, apparently. That version is not out there. Also, there is at least one other camera angle where you can see the being from the side. So there was no puppetry involved. But yeah. Anyway, that's what Danny Sheehan is saying, is that there is an alien interview video out there. Will it be released? Will it be released? Is it the same one that Jon Stewart is promoting or at least, alleging is real? I don't know. There's no real information on that. But I mean, if you've seen it, let me know. But I don't think we know specifically which video he's talking about. Could it be a different interview with the same being, or with other beings that were, acquired in the same crash? Again, we don't know, but really, really interesting. Also, check this out. This is really interesting science news. Mysterious signals from space are getting stranger, scientists say. And when I open up the article, it won't let me read it until I subscribe. Fortunately, there is a summation of it right here. So the article is about a new discovery of a fast radio burst, FRB, a mysterious and powerful signal from deep space that has some unusual properties. The FRB, named FRB, a bunch of numbers there, was detected by the SETI Institute's Allen Telescope Array in California. Unlike previous FRBs that repeated over time, this one showed a decrease in the center frequency of the burst, like a celestial slide whistle. The researchers also could not find a regular pattern in the timing of the burst. The origin and nature of FRBs are still unknown, but some scientists think they could be related to extreme objects such as magnetars or even alien civilizations. The article concludes by saying that the new discovery adds to the mystery and diversity of FRBs and that more observations are needed to understand them better. Well, I guess if they found an alien civilization with this technology, they definitely need more observations. But of course, that's just one juicy possibility in a list of possibilities. So we'll see, but it is kind of exciting. Meanwhile, Richard Dolan, on a recent episode with Engaging the Phenomenon's James Iandoli, has said that at one point there were dozens of alien bodies at Wright-Patterson Airfield. That's crazy. It's crazy.
First of all, there's quite a few of where Stringfield.
Yeah, and he's quoting the work of Leonard Stringfield, the famous ufologist.
It has interviewed guys who guarded alien bodies, so or recovered alien bodies in one form or another. I alluded to the one where I think I said the 9 alien bodies at Wright-Pat. I think that was 1966. I remember this offhand pretty well. They were described as 4 feet tall. There were supposed to be 30 bodies at the base in total. This guard encountered 9. He was told that there was a craft at the base. And this one particular witness said, look, I know for a fact that at certain military bases, we have mobile units that are in a constant ready state to recover downed UFOs.
Of course they are. They've been doing this for decades. They have a robust international operation where they go and get these UFOs. Are they all shot down? Are they crashing of their own, own defects or whatever? I've heard that UFOs don't like the Earth's unstable electromagnetic field, and that may be one reason why they crash. At least that's the theory put out there by Dolly Saffron, experiencer made well known by the work of Preston Dennett. But yeah, either way, these things crash all the time, and the UFO retrieval teams go and get them. And at one point, there were at least 30 bodies at Wright-Patterson Airfield. That's insane. Richard says he's aware, or his contact was aware, or Leonard Stringfield's contact was aware of one UFO there. But Ross Coulthart has said that Wright-Patterson was a veritable parking lot of UFOs. 30 alien bodies, a parking lot of UFOs. What secrets is Right Pat keeping? I would love to know, are they still doing it? They were doing this in the 60s. Are they still doing it today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Meanwhile, this is an intriguing thought put out there by Jacques Keel, quoting the book Secret Machines Man, the book by Peter Levenda, the TTSA book. I've read the first one in the series. I haven't read all of them. But yeah, the quote is, "One could make the argument that the abductee phenomenon was a visceral manifestation of those same programs, a bleed-through of these secret projects into the dreams and fears of the general population." Now, I don't think that's the case at all. I think there's an objective reality to the UFO phenomenon, or at least to the abduction phenomenon, excuse me. People are physically being taken, etc. However, is it possible that physical taking could be because something has manifested from our collective fears and dreams? That's really interesting because James Lukatsky recently was saying, in their research into UFOs, they were seeing all these black triangles. And at first they assumed they were man-made. But because of the way they moved and the sheer number of them, I think he said there was like over 100 of them. It was an insane number, maybe more than that. If you remember offhand, let me know. But yeah, it was a crazy number, and in the end, they concluded that this was actually the phenomenon mimicking human secret projects. So, is it conceivable that the beings have mimicked secret projects like MK Ultra and the like, abducting people and doing things with them? Is that conceivable? Because there is this mimicry component of the phenomenon. A lot of that is probably just disguise and camouflage. I really do believe there is a physical objective reality to the abduction phenomenon that is not a reflection or a mimicry of the secret projects. But, as far as I'm concerned, everything's on the table. The phenomenon is very weird. And so, all things are worth considering. And I say this with great respect to experiencers and people that are undergoing this. And I don't mean to say this in any way to belittle what your experiences or to undermine your own experiences. And I really will value what you have to say about this notion. It's not even a theory. I'm not even putting this out there as a theory. But this whole mimicry aspect of the phenomenon really intrigues me, and I would like to get to the bottom of it and also figure out what the ramifications of that are. If they have, countless aircraft out there mimicking our secret projects, what else are they mimicking? And again, what are those mimics doing? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And check out this crazy UFO video this is from Nikki Noel, an experiencer who sees lots of UFOs and documents them and shares them on Twitter. She's one of these people that the phenomenon reveals itself to them and encourages them to get it on video. There's a good number of those, and this is a really intriguing one. You can see these little objects going very fast among this much larger congregation of objects, and you'll see that they are not birds or balloons. Look how they maneuver right there. Very intriguing. Look how those things are maneuvering, and not any way that balloons would maneuver. Clearly that one is different from the others, or at least that if they are balloons, it is not a balloon. But yeah, look how they're moving, kind of winking in and out of existence. Now you could say that's a camera artifact or something, but look how they are moving, and again, winking in and out of existence, or at least turning their lights on and off. But if you look at the subtle ways they are moving, like that, not balloons, So, do you think this is a flock of birds? Is it a raccoon? Let me know what you think about this video and all the other items covered today in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in an even bigger way, please consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.